Yo, this is Prole. Welcome to Prole Space. You are watching another installment of the Prole Skater series here. Now, after last week, I did a casual review for Skate, and I decided this week to keep doing like a weekly update video for Skate, where I'm share my thoughts on the game, on the progress of the game's development, and also taking that opportunity to do some skate session within a certain spot. So this week I'm going to be focusing on Rolling Waves Skatepark, where it's going to be skating, have a realistic skating style in this game, and so that's what you can expect. I'm just going to be focusing on Rolling Waves Skatepark, and I especially like this, the more of the street section of the park here is, I think, really fun. I've certainly gotten a few hours of enjoyment out of skating in this area. The snake rail here, whatever you want to call it, it's really fun to play with. So anyway, it's been an interesting week since last time I shared my thoughts. I guess the biggest thing is that the developers shared an update, I think either yesterday or a couple days ago. The big takeaway from that update was that they are hearing us. They hear the complaints. They hear all the complaints. They mentioned a few. I'm not gonna go into detail over what they said exactly, but they were just like, yeah, we hear you. We're doing stuff to correct the problems that the fan base has, and but they didn't actually share anything that they're gonna be doing to improve the game. They just shared, there's more Halloween stuff coming over the next couple of weeks, and that they are they're developing season 2 to be better. Though I mean, we'll see. I guess we'll see when that comes to pass what they come up with. Because let's be honest, I mean, I think season 2 is probably might be even more important than season 1 at this point. Because the fan base is kind of, or the player base anyway, has expectedly gone down. I mean, you're not going to maintain the highest player base in a public access beta that is really buggy and has a lot of issues, gives people a lot of trouble just playing it a lot of the time. So it's not surprising that people are not playing this as much as some other live service games. Though I don't know what EA expects, honestly. But either way, season 1 is definitely a struggle for this game. A lot of criticism coming from all corners of the internet. Not much positive momentum in for the game. Oh, so season 2 is gonna have to do a lot of work, put in a lot of work toward making people feel good about the game again, making people feel like the game is being developed toward in a way that we want, or in a way that will come up with the final product that is enjoyable to play, and not just a grind. of similar challenges over and over and over again. You know, that progresses you toward nothing except for some cosmetics. So I don't know. To me, again, like I said last week, and my opinion hasn't changed on this, I'm not gonna engage with sort of the game parts of the game, and I'm just gonna skate. You know, the gameplay is still really good. They haven't seemed to mess that up too much. As long as they don't mess with the actual gameplay. And I mostly just mean the feel of the game, the feel of the controls. Now the game is super buggy still and has a ton of issues playing. So that's not what I mean. That all of that obviously still needs to be corrected and fixed. So this past week has probably been my least amount of playtime for this game since I started it. A month and a half ago I started playing this game. So my playtime is definitely going down. Not as much motivation. Especially now that I'm not doing challenges and whatnot. You know, I might just do some free skating and then not play for very long. Because free skating is not gonna lead to huge playtime. Unless I'm like streaming or something, then you know that's a different question. But yeah, playtime's going down. I'm sure that's probably the case for a lot of people. So the Halloween week 2 began yesterday, and that, you know, brought along a whole new chorus of complaints. Well, you can see I got the Halloween shoes. So, but let me explain that. So, this Halloween hoodie came from the Halloween event, right? I used my chocolate event money currency to buy that. So in other words, I got that for free just from playing the game, right? The chocolate currency is free through the event. However, they haven't updated the event items you can purchase. So these are all the same from week 1, and presumably they aren't going to change. They're going to stay the same. So you get those. So this is what you can use your chocolate money for. Now, people I see online a lot of people have bought all this, and they're still racking up chocolate currency that they have no use for. So that's a whole nother issue, made worse, compounded by the decision to put Halloween items in the game that cost real money. SV bucks. So these are costumes. They have 4 masks, $7 each. Okay. Then they have a recolor of the same hoodie that I got with chocolate bucks right here. And then they have these shoes for $2.50. Okay. I bought these shoes because I still have $20 of SVB from the Founders Pack. I'm not going to not use the money that I already have in the game. I'm going to use that money if I see an item that, you know, I'm trying to use this money. I want to use the money and get rid of it. There's just no items I want. So they introduced this new Dickies bundle. Standard Dickies kind of clothing, $10. A couple of stickers. I really, really really do not ever want to pay for a sticker that is literally a JPEG. It's like buying an NFT. There's not even a chance it's going to be worth more. I mean, all of this is worthless, right? Of course. But to me, stickers are just even more egregious. Because you can't even use them. You can't put them on the board how you want. There's only 3, there's no customization with the stickers. So and I don't put stickers on my board anyway. So like, why can't we put stickers on the grip tape or anywhere on our clothes as patches or something like that? Like they could have made stickers a lot more useful. Anyway, so that's a couple more complaints that came along with the update yesterday. So now people are collecting this chocolate currency that they have no use for. Meanwhile, they're charging you real money for the Halloween items that they introduced this week. So overall, a bad situation. Oh, the other thing they said is they're giving away a free outfit because of their false advertising of the skate pass. Because they falsely advertised certain clothing items in the skate pass imagery or in the skate pass marketing, yet those items aren't actually available in the skate pass. So probably to avoid the coming false advertising lawsuit, they gave away the clothes to all players. And you always gotta love it because whenever they give away something, these corporations always have to act as if they're doing us a huge favor or doing this nice thing for us. No, you falsely advertised. You did something unethical and now you're trying to make up for it. Nah. Because it's not going to stop them from doing it again. You know what I mean? They got caught, whatever. All the clothes in the game are literally worth nothing. They're digital assets that are only worth what EA says they're worth. They're not real. You gave me nothing of value. Like if you wanted, like they should have gave us all like $5 of SVB or something to really make up for that, not just give us the crappy outfit that I wouldn't have unlocked anyway. Anyway, besides the point. So their update, they updated us with that, and yeah. So no one really, I don't think anyone really bought into what they're telling us. I mean, it seemed like they probably had an internal fire drill of like, wow, like the player base is like revolting against what we're doing with this game and how it's developing, and we're gonna lose all the players. Like we need to do something to calm everyone down and just, so that they stop complaining and just play the game. But I don't think that's gonna happen with a blog update and a free outfit you give away, because at the end of the day, the game is still bad. To put it bluntly, it's a bad game. I'll just repeat what I said last week. They made a great skateboarding sandbox, but it's not a game. It's not a good game. If they wanted to make a good game, they could, but that is not in their financial interest, apparently. So they're not going to do that. So we just have to see. We'll see how it develops. So I'm going to be doing these skate weeklies probably try to aim for Wednesdays or Thursdays for the uploads. So yeah, I don't know if I have any other thoughts. Nothing else has really changed. They've added some challenges and stuff since last week. I'm not doing them. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done playing the game. Oops. That this platform is so hot here. You really need some speed to get up there. So I'm pretty worried about how the game is gonna develop, and I'm kind of worried they're just gonna cancel the game. Like they're just gonna delete it. I just don't have any hope that EA has any interest in like truly fixing this game and like really establishing a good game. I just think the developers really want to make a good game. I'm sure they do. What developer wouldn't want to make a good game? No developer wants to make some microtransaction factory. I mean, so far this is just a store with a skateboarding sandbox attached. The whole game is centered around going to the store. They could have done something so much cooler with the narrative around this game, like they could have used that in the narrative if they wanted to make a story. It can be a skate shop story where you go to the skate shop a bunch. But there is no story, of course. There's some context of why the city is how it is, but there's no real narrative or characters. So anyway, this part of the skate park is really fun. These shell things are fun to play with. It's really odd. These are really they get like really steep. They don't look steep at first, and then it's like straight up. So it's kind of fun to play with. You actually need quite a bit of speed to get up and over it. Ooh, see, not enough speed there. So weekly, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to go to different spots around the map to focus on, and because to me that's how this game should be played. Putting everything aside, putting the whole shop and the whole game part of the game to the side, and just focusing on the pure gameplay of it. This game really shines when you just focus on one spot and session it for a while and really, you know, see what lines you can pull out. And I hate this thing. This thing is annoying because it's almost impossible to not go over it. if you just want to like, see, the skater just really wants to go up and over this thing for some reason. This snake rail is one of the best things in the game. Player with one of the best like single obstacles in the game. It's fun because you can pump up it. You pump, and then you gotta pull all the way back real quick with the left stick. So you do a pump, pull back, and then with your right stick, you can choose what kind of grind you want to do. Now, it doesn't always work because it's buggy and kind of glitchy. This sort of pumping attachment to the rail. Because sometimes it just wants to really, you know, shoot you up off the ramp, like it's a ramp. And easier to get on there if you go more sideways, of course. Ooh. Tray. Oh. Alright, what else we got here? Nice. These shells are fun. You can do little manuals off them. Oops. I didn't mean to reset there. This manual pad's awesome. You can fly down here. Do this. Boom. Super fun through here. And then if you want to, you know, throw in some transition, you can. Or you can just focus on the street obstacles. So anyway, guys, I think I've shared my thoughts. I will see you with more thoughts next week on skate. Of course, this channel is not only a skate channel. This is my hobby channel, I guess is what I'm calling it. But yeah, I'm also doing brick building stuff. So far I have a couple of Lego builds posted, and I'll be doing more with brick building things and continuing to play skate and maybe some other games. I gotta continue my Pokemon ZA playthrough as well, but yeah, so check out my other stuff, like and subscribe if you are into that, and yeah, enjoy. I'm gonna keep skating for a while, but I'm not gonna talk anymore, so enjoy.